Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Magnetic Cage Closed. Let's continue. Let's see. Come over to the resume button to continue. So, when I record these episodes, just in case, they're always pre-recorded. And so I go through usually the entirety of the game in less settings than I think probably a realistic person would. Depending on your own life schedule, you know, you might only have a couple hours a night to game, depending if you're going to school or work. But since this is my career, I usually play for large chunks of time. And what that will do, inevitably, is it will cause a scenario where if you get into a funk, like the funk that I feel like I'm in right now, you just won't ever have an opportunity to break yourself out of that. So yeah, I'm not really having a great time with this game. I don't think I'm really too off of what most people have to say. And man, am I just not gonna heal from those burns? Because that is taking a long time. So yeah, I'm not liking any of these puzzles at all. They're pretty bad. Are these spikes? Yes. So metal things on the floor are spikes. Good to know. Does that mean that there's a way through this? I don't want to die. I mean, no, you can't do that. So it must be something about getting the cube that far. These fire traps have now kind of made themselves the enemy of fast progress, because you will inevitably have a bad scenario with it where it just burns you and makes you slow down. And I think we put it on. There's magnets all over the place doing different things. Okay. That opened something up. But I can't shoot myself up, so I need to get another cube up in this area. Let's see, if I was to take the cube with me, that's just going to reject the cube and make it move this direction, so it's pretty obvious that I'm going to find a different cube, or at least that's going to be the start of that. See, this is where we started. Maybe I do need a cube with me. But yeah, every time you have to walk through here, it's an extra few seconds, when the least they could have done is had a switch on the side to disarm those after the first pass through. But it does kind of feel like they're stretching too. They're intentionally trying to make the game last longer. You come this way, cube. You go that way, whether you like it or not. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do here. We have this wall. That could drag me, sir, but it can't drag anything else. There's nothing else here. So how was I supposed to get, like, how am I supposed to get inside this section of the map at all? When all you've got as an opportunity is maybe push a cube. But you can see it doesn't want. Doesn't want to allow the cube to go any further that direction either. So there's something I've just like totally missed. Like completely and totally. Maybe what I need to do is let's see, can I, by the way, just get up higher so I don't have to deal with that. Maybe I'm missing the trick that I learned in the last section. I don't know how though. And so that opens one thing. There's no way to get up there. You know what would be the worst is if this is straight up an unsolvable game. Like there's actually no way to win. Like one of the puzzles is literally broken. Either that's the case or my eyesight is just terrible. Like, I don't see anything. It's absolutely nothing. There's a cube in there, but it's locked. And no button up until this point has been manipulatable in any way. You can't just break these and have a cube that works that way. See, there's this whole wall of things. I suppose it might be worth a try to see if maybe if I power this wall like this, maybe the spikes wouldn't kill me. Nope. Totally not the case. Is there a cube over there through the wall in a far distant section? What if we were to repel? Like, could we perhaps repel ourselves? That is asking a lot. That is a real big ask out of nowhere to do that. Okay.
If these new active magnets cause you trouble, then too bad. You really should have realized by now that it's kind of the point.
And so now we have to go through the fire, and the one thing you don't want to do is die in this fire, I would imagine. Because then I'd have to redo that previous part. And, oh, it seems like it's real easy to die. It's way too easy to die. Down this way and up that way. Okay. So what I'm thinking might happen here maybe nothing. Okay. Just grab one of these and then shove it back up that direction. And then, interesting, this seems like it only went halfway down. Let's see. Seems like that glitched. Shove that back up that direction. Work to get far enough. Alright, not quite far enough. I've done this before. I know this works. It's kind of just a matter of the angle. So much clanking. Not a single sound effect sounds fun or is nice to hear. There we go. And see, that just is like a puzzle. I kind of don't ever want to have to interact with switchable magnets, and I don't really feel like that puzzle did anything with the switchable magnets in the first place.
Your bones and muscles have been modified to handle a lot more extreme situations. I guess you have realized that by now. You will never be ordinary again, but then you never were. As much as your body can take, however, getting impaled is not one of those things that you can just walk away from. You might do well to remember that.
So they have us in that previous level learn this trick. Just, I guess, so we don't act completely confused about what's going on in this level. Although, I would argue you might have been better to do this level before the previous one, because this one's a lot more straightforward. Like, it's very obvious what you have to do here, and that's the only thing you have to do. Yeah, those two puzzles were totally in the wrong order. Alright. Okay. And then I'll just shoot myself up there and we're done. Way easier puzzle. Should have totally been flipped. and maybe have some dialogue that said, this, you're gonna have to learn how to fly to solve this puzzle. So you could easily have the Warden say some taunting dialogue.
This is a service announcement directed at all inmates. It's okay to give up. Remember, there is always a way out.
So, I mean, do I really need that? I guess I do. So I guess we'll be moving this way so that we have a floating platform. Real world physics example there again of not something you really would want to have happened. I would have much preferred that to snap to a grid and work in a flat way.
This is one way to end things. You won't be missed if you choose to die down here.
There was a door here. It's gone now. Interesting. I'm trying to push this guy over, and he does not seem like he wants to budge. I assume he's probably running into a wall. There we go. That's what I wanted. See if we can get it about halfway. These might as well just have been alcoves with cubes on it. Like, this architecture style is just trying to interconnect with the other architecture style, but honestly, I would have gotten rid of this completely. I bet we never have more than a number 3 on this anyways, so I heavily suspect this, like, just a shelf is all you needed. They overthought the concept of a shelf to try and make the game feel more mechanical. And I kind of get what they're trying to do. They're trying to make a contrast to Portal, and not have everything smooth and white and polished. Like, here's the light bulbs hanging at the top of it. But
hey, Jenkins.
Kind of doesn't work.
You record the death of XE47521? She just got fried in the maze. She was the last of them. You are now the only living inmate in this evaluation module. 10 minutes ago, there were 5 of you. Seems like they found their way out a lot sooner than anticipated. Why you, though? Why do you live when so many others are burned, impaled, or poisoned? Just something to think about.
So I guess, unless there's a trick here, which there is, I guess the idea would have been to go all the way around to that. Right. That was clunky, but it worked nonetheless. Will this get me up to where I need to go? Yes, it will. Okay. I'll just jump over here. And we'll just put that there. Let's see. Nope. Nope. That seemed like that did considerably less poison damage than the other ones. And yeah, I totally skipped that part, which would have been more of a puzzle. Certainly, you would have had to gotten the cube over here to turn down that wall, and then moved it back around, or you could just cheat. And I am happy with cheating. But even that's not satisfactory compared to the Talos Principle, where it becomes obvious and intentional that they're putting places to cheat.
This chamber is old, one of the first they built. It even predates the first magnet gun prototypes. Naturally, modifications had to be made. It used to be a lot darker.
Okay. So what's the point of that? Oh, it's one or the other. Interesting. It feels like that should have been something that was introduced a lot earlier in the game. The idea of swinging doors back and forth. Did I just trap myself? Definitely did not trap myself. I was just not looking in the right direction. Okay. So, where are we? We want to get there. We can get up to this. This is the cage. The spike walls all over the place, trying to kill you. That doesn't look fun. Is there anything else? I'm noticing, I don't know if this is jitteriness or what, but it seems like the cursor jumps sometimes. It's not like snapping to anything, as far as I can tell. Try this nice and slow. And then nice and slow. And let's see, if I pick this up, it does stop that from working, so I think I want the cube to come with me. So how do I get the cube to get over there and behind that fence? Or maybe I don't. is there something more to this? Let's just see. Because now I can go back this way. And yeah, I need that cube to get over to this. I could potentially switch this and come out this direction, I guess. And then it seems way too easy to get potentially impaled. I'll turn this down. We'll just walk around with this. And that's that. And I think that's the entire level.
This chamber has become too easy. I will have to request additional modifications, since apparently even creatures like you can make it through without a scratch.
Well, looks like we might be at the last part, or...
The concept of time's irresistible flow has haunted humanity since the dawn of time. Has made us question our importance in the grand scheme of things.
Interesting.
Some call it fate or destiny. Today I give you the opportunity to make a choice. In
I don't think I've been
doing so,
crushed.
you will affect someone else's destiny without their knowledge. Today you will be given the hand of fate.
So I can either crush somebody, poison somebody, spike somebody, or fire somebody. Crushing is probably the safest one. See, it's not even telling me to put the gun away. It's just expecting me to do it. I assume we don't have the opportunity to just say no. I mean, we could jump down here. We can try and crawl this far. But that's about it. And you can't get under these platforms. They've actually done a decent amount of programming to stop that from happening. So they're saying you're a criminal, they're saying you're a murderer.
Prisoner
You don't know of that.
47629, Amy Watterson, is a murderer.
That's what they said about
She put rat poison
you.
in her boyfriend's whiskey one night and confessed the
Is
morning
with poison.
after. During the trial, she claimed that the deceased had beaten her and threatened to kill her, but she had no bruises to show the jury. She now faces execution.
So
What happens to her is up to you, though. Stepping onto the red button will result in her immediate death. The blue means that her life will be spared, and she will be sent here instead. Here she will face the same tests and trials that you have. Amy's fate is out of her control, but it has been placed in your hands. Will you grasp the reins and take control? You have 1 minute. Make your choice.
So almost certainly this is a ending if you just stay here and do nothing. But I wouldn't really want to immediately kill her either and prove that I'm a murderer, and really wouldn't want to send her here and potentially get her murdered also. In the first choice, I chose not to step on a button. I kind of just want to see this. This might be a point too where I just rage quit and end the series right here too, because if there's actually no save file that's quick saved, well then what would have all the quick save icons in the top right been about? But yeah, if it throws me back and I have to do puzzles again, I'm just gonna rage quit. But I want to see this ending. Seems like there wasn't much of a choice there.
The concept of time's irresistible flow has
So
haunted
yeah, that
humanity
has.
since the dawn of time.
That's not even really an
Has made
option.
us
It just
question
kills
our
you. It probably
importance
gives
in the
you an
grand scheme of
achievement, but
things. Some
that's
call
about it.
Fate or destiny.
And this door is just
Today
not
I
going to
give you the
open
opportunity to make
at
a
all.
choice. In doing so, you will affect someone else's destiny.
I don't even
without their
know of a
knowledge.
puzzle where I could have
Today
been
you
crushed.
will be given the hand of fate.
Like, I don't think we've run into any puzzles where I could have been crushed. So standing and not deciding is not an option.
E47629, Amy Watterson, is a murderer. She put rat poison in her boyfriend's whiskey one night and confessed the morning after. During the trial, she claimed that the deceased had beaten her and threatened to kill her, but she had no bruises to show the jury. She now faces execution. What happens to her is up to you, though. Stepping onto the red button will result
Let's
in
just
her immediate death.
jump on the blue
The
button.
blue means that her life will be spared.
At the
And
very
she will
least,
be
that
sent
says
here
I'm not a
instead.
murderer, and I want to give her
Here
a
she will
chance.
face the same tests and trials that you have. Amy's fate is out of her control, but it has been placed in your hands.
It seems
Will
odd
you
that
grasp the reins
so
and
many
take
of these
control?
prisoners are
You have
female.
1 minute.
They
Make
should have
your
just
choice.
said this was the female prison in total, if that was the case, because now it's just trying to
So
go.
she will be sent here. Perhaps you believe that she will thank you for it? It may be true, but I doubt she would if someone told her the truth. Would you thank the person that sent you here?
Whatever. There you go. Well, fine. How about this? Jump on both buttons. And are these elevators really taking us to different places? It seems like it probably is, and you would get a pretty divergent storyline otherwise. Like, so that's kind of like a dirtier, but only slightly dirtier location. It shouldn't even be walking. It should just hit pause right here. Ah, man. I'm just hoping we're 3/4 of the way done with the game. That's the only thing I can hope, is that this is a shorter experience because of the divergent paths. There's at least 2 points now where it feels pretty obvious that I've missed content. Unfortunately, the repetitive content, the first chapter, would have almost certainly have to be played again, unless this was some weird randomizing game. And if it did randomize things, that wouldn't make much sense because the puzzles are getting harder as we progress. So that wouldn't work either. So yeah, I think the whole divergent path idea works pretty badly in this concept, and I'm probably just going to end up missing half the content and being happy for it because I'm not enjoying the half that I've played so far. Anyways, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend to follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below in the description box. And if you want to support me further, there's a link to Patreon, or you can friend me on Steam and gift me a game off my wishlist. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.